We are live again. This is Josiah on Each One Teach One. Today, I wanted to thank you all for being patient with me and waiting for me to come online once again. I've been very busy, like I said. I was devising a whole lot of stuff. I was trying to complete the app, the Cash app, to allow you to send money and do many other fun stuff. I also completed the video conferencing software, and I also came up with a marketplace which will allow the youths to you know become entrepreneurs and have gainful employment and be able to showcase their skill sets independently with no interference. These are some of the stuff that have been keeping me busy. I was also working on some email server to be able to allow a group of people to have their own private emails and things like that. So these are what I've been working on. However, the program still goes on, and we still have each one teach one. We hopefully would like to present the LinkedIn highlight as always on Wednesdays. But last week we weren't able to do anything, and because of how busy we've become, and also for the lack of the the right fit for that exposure. So now we also have the cloud movement. Cloud movement, what it does is basically train people on cloud technology, pretty much with the MSPs or managed service providers like AWS, etc., and etc. Right now, the class is running, but we've been able to restructure and rearrange the class. Now we're looking for 20 people that will be willing to start all at the same time, all across the board, to go through the process. This is one of the things that we had to do so that for capacity, to build capacity, we have to massively train people, just like growing for fomenting a group economy, and etc., and etc. These are the things that must be done to get the to take advantage of the level playing field. And I'd also like to thank Lockdown LLC for supporting each one teach one. And today I'm coming to you with a very interesting topic. It's not really a topic, but one of the things that I've thought about and I wanted to share with you guys, like I always do. And I wanted to point out that America at this time is going through a very interesting phase. Many empires have gone through the phase. I wouldn't go into details. I would not take a track in the negative negative alley or dark side of the alley. I would take a track in a positive light. So we're gonna look at it from both sides, but not deeply into the negative perspective, because I need you to be positive at all times so you can take advantage of what is in the light and see how you can use it to better yourself. So this phase that we are talking about is very crucial for the survival of humanity. To be specific, for the survival of a group of people, the blacks. So what I read in the history, my understanding, based on the history from both sides, the blacks being oppressed from day one. So we do know that a group of black people came to the United States just for the sake of being slaves and nothing else. And years later, 300 and something years later, or 400 and something years later, another group started coming for economic reasons. And these are the ones that came by choice. Either they came to get educated or to find greener pastures, et cetera, or visit family members, or they got married here, and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, we do know that we all are slaves to something. Okay, so here when I talk about black, it's not in a derogatory sense, so don't get it mixed up. Rather, I'm addressing the universal acknowledgement of the social notation of that particular word itself. So we are talking about the incident with George Floyd. I don't care what anybody say he was. He could have been a criminal or anything. Who cares? He's dead. But why would you equate what he was and what has happened to him? Now, I'll give you an example. I was walking down a store, and there's this man. He's not very normal. Let me just say, he's a sick man. Maybe he's a mad person. Let's just say that. And when the mad person came by, because he was unkept, not looking, very well kept. He wasn't groomed properly, and he had debris all over him and all that kind of stuff. He came by, everybody was running, and people were chasing him away and everything. And then he turned around and he said, "I'm not a dog. Don't chase me away. I'm not a dog." And at that point, I pinched myself because I was one of those people that ran away from this mad person. But when he said, "I'm not a dog," I started thinking to myself, even a mad person knows the difference between a man and a dog. And yet, black people are being shot in the streets of America, left, right, center. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. So, anyway, so the point I'm trying to make here is there's something happening, and there's awakening and reckoning. And this is what I call the age of enlightenment for the black people. Okay? So, this is the age of enlightenment. I'm saying that it is time to build the connection between the root and the branches. Yes, it is time to build the pipeline or trunk for transfer of knowledge and economy. Those who recognize the changes that is to come will not remain enslaved to ignorance and submission to a life of no savings at all that will give them the gainful relevance that they need. So the problems that we've always had this is non-supportive. We do not practice the 6 P's. We don't produce. We do not patronize our people. We do not promote. We do not do anything else as far as having a finished product that we can call our own. These makes it very possible for any other east or west, any other assailant to attack the unprotected. It makes it so easy for them to attack the unprotected. If we practice the 6 P's and foment, I was talking to somebody and they go, "Oh, no matter what you do or whoever you work for, you must have a side hustle." I support that. If you have a side hustle, this will help you to foment what is called a group economy. I see a lot of that group economy coming up amongst the black communities right now. I think we should put money in it. Every one of you should put money in it and formulate that group economy and get down from your high horse and stop distracting tendencies. Get involved and be a part of winning strategies. Pull the money together. And this will usher serious financial consequences for all those who decide to treat you and everyone that looks like you like a dog. Remember, the madman knew the difference between a human being and a dog. So now, in a society where many doesn't understand that differences, except for what is in the manner of capital, either capital gain or loss. So in that sense, it is crucial to have that economic power, to have that greenback that will give you the power to make assertions and to be able to clearly say your mind, what you mean, or if possible, buy an impression on anyone. So these are the things that you need to consider as you go ahead in this time and age. What is happening right now is crucial, and there will be no better time for everyone to understand and participate in what's going on. I know it's not a lot of people are probably working right now. There's not a lot of people it's noon or people are at lunch or whatever. But I would like to impress on you to listen to this carefully, and I would like to hear what you have to say about what I have communicated to you. The reason why I'm doing this is to make you aware of what you need to do. When you're looking at the face in the mirror, what do you see? Are you asking yourself these pertinent questions? Have I made my life much better than it was before I got here? Have I made the people around me comfortable enough to impact them to changes? Ask yourself these questions. It is time for you to be considerate, not only for humanity, for your home, for your people. You need to put your mouth where your money is, or your money where your mouth is. You need to spend that money and circulate it amongst your people. And that is the only language that those who choose to kill others like us will understand. I am not being, I'm being very logical, and I'm using the words in a way that it will pique your interest and force you to make the necessary changes. Okay, it's not necessarily here or there. However, it boils down to economic power. If we can build that in relevancy through economic power, and that comes from production, that's all that is needed. This is Josiah again, and I'm about to wrap this up on Each One Teach One. I'm signing off, and if you're new, please go ahead and subscribe. If you already subscribed, like and share. The problem here is we're not sharing this enough, and I hope you guys can share it enough so we can get numbers up. And as always, whenever the products are completed and done, I'll let you guys know. The video conferencing tool that I made, I've been encouraging people to use it. A lot of people are using it. I have over 100 people using it. I hope some of you can also go ahead and use it. I'll post the link with this video as soon as I'm done. Josiah again signing off. Until next time, bye.